Hello and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Starfield and I'm going to be showing you the top 5 best looking suits of armor in Starfield, or outfits I guess I should say. So a suit of armor or an outfit in Starfield is made up of 3 components. You have the spacesuit, the helmet, and the pack. They can come in a variety of stats based on the rarity, so you have your common, your epic, your rare, and your legendary, and that will determine the amount of damage resistance that any piece will have, and you can modify these at a spacesuit workbench station to make them better. I will be measuring them all just at the stock level for them, or the stock level for legendary sets, because I've collected legendary sets of all of these different suits, and we'll be rating them that way. There is one unique suit of armor, the Mantis suit, suit, whatever you call it, that will not be in this video. I kind of like it, but I really don't like the way the spacesuit looks. Plus, I ended up on this playthrough, I stored it all in a personal residence, and it's gone. So the game refreshed, and I lost everything that was stored in there. So I don't even have the Mantis suit on this playthrough where I have the rest of my stuff. All of this being said, the stats may vary, and I will talk about them in this video because I found them to be relatively consistent across rarities, but it's mostly about aesthetics, so we're going to be looking at the appearance, and so it's a bit subjective, but my opinion is pretty much always right. So let's just start off with number 5, the one I have ranked at the bottom of this list, and move on to number 1. That being said, I have over 25 suits that I've collected so far of armor in this game, and so even though this one I'm ranking first is at number 5, it's at the bottom of this list, it's still better than 20 other suits in the game. So let's just dive on in and start off at number 5. And so at number 5 we have the Bounty Hunter Spacesuit, or the Bounty Hunter Suit of Armor. And there's a lot of things to like about this one. For one thing, it's got some of the best stats out of all suits of armor in this game, so just defense wise it's actually quite good. And like I said, we're just looking at its stock. You can see I don't have any mods in any of these items, so they are all just the stock items, but stats are really good across the board. So you can see for the Bounty Hunter Spacesuit, the main piece, we have a physical damage resistance of 207, energy of 196, and EM of 200. We're not going to pay too much attention to any of this stuff down here because the legendary variant that I have is going to determine all of that stuff, so we're not going to pay too much attention to any of that. As far as mass, we are 20.9, so it's heavy, but most of your spacesuit stuff is going to be pretty close weight-wise. But yeah, so like I said, for our resistances up there, that equals out to a total of 603, so rather high. That's for the suit. For the pack, you can see we're wearing the Bounty Hunter Track Pack. There's several different variants of Bounty Hunter packs. This one was the one with the best stats, so I decided to use it. This one has a physical damage resistance of 96, energy of 80, and EM of 88 for a total of 264, and a mass of 10 right on the nose. And then for our helmet, we have a physical damage resistance of 119, energy of 88, and EM of 96 for a total of 303. So if we put that all together, this suit of armor has an AAR, or average armor rating, of 390, making it, like I said, one of, if not the best suits of armor in the entire game stat-wise. That being said, what we're looking at in this video is aesthetics, and I do like it. I want to be clear about that. That's why I took the number 5 spot. I like the color palette, I like the green and the light yellow with all the gray accents. I like how it's got some armor, but it looks pretty normal. I like the little half poncho thing. I like that the pack looks kind of like a backpack, made for carrying actually a bunch of stuff, not just a tiny little cosmetic hump on your back like a lot of the packs in this game. I like a lot of things about this. The reason it didn't rank higher for me is that I know that we have a little red accent on our chest here and this tube, but I think the red helmet comes out of nowhere. I think this suit would look significantly better if the helmet wasn't red. If it was the green and yellow color that the rest of the suit is, I would probably like it better. That's the only thing about the suit that I don't like. Like I said, it's still better than most of the suits in this game, so I like the Bounty Hunter suit, and it takes the number 5 spot. And so at number 4, we have the Navigator armor, and this is another one that I like quite a bit. I like it a little bit better than the Bounty Hunter just because of how consistent it is. It's got an overall kind of futuristic look to it. I like the color scheme, mostly white and gray with some blue accents, so overall I just really like it. I also really like the helmet. The helmet's giving me some serious Master Chief from Halo vibes, so I really like the helmet for the Navigator Spacesuit. Overall, I just really like this. I think it works for a lot of different playstyles, but the Constellation group it fits in really well as the UC. I love the Navigator suit a lot. No complaints about appearances. It's great. As far as stats on this one go, for the spacesuit itself, we have a physical damage resistance of 84, energy of 101, and EM of 85 for a total of 270. For the pack, we've got physical of 50, energy of 34, EM of 42 for a total of 126. And for the helmet, we have a physical of 49, energy of 50, and EM of 42 for a total of 141, giving this suit a total AAR, or average armor rating, of 179. So significantly worse than the Bounty Hunter suit stat-wise, but appearance-wise, I really like it. Like I said, I think they did a great job of love balancing out a couple different colors that go together rather well, so there's nothing clashing. I like how it's all consistent. Like I said with the Bounty Hunter suit, the only thing I didn't like was how different the helmet looked compared to the rest of it. Honestly, I really like the Navigator suit. It's one that I decided I liked the appearance of early, and I've stuck with that because it's just a consistent looking suit. It'd be really cool if we could mod the colors on it, because I would obviously go for an olive green on this one, give myself the whole Master Chief vibe, but honestly, it's just really good as it is. So the Navigator Spacesuit. Oh, and another perk of this one is, you know, aside from appearances, which is the main thing, it's also not very heavy. You can see we have a lighter mass on all of these items than the Bounty Hunter or several other items on this list. Navigator armor is awesome. I recommend getting it. I think it looks great, and it takes the number 4 spot on this list. Coming in at the number 3 spot, right in the middle, we have the Ecliptic Spacesuit. So this is armor most commonly wore by the Ecliptic faction. They're enemies that you'll run into in space and on the ground, pretty much all over the entire galaxy, inside the settled systems and outside. So when I first ran into them, I was like, wow, they're really cool. I hope I see more of them. And then after a while, I was like, wow, you see them a lot. But anyway, if you want to get your hands on these items, the best way to go about that is to go kill Ecliptic mercenaries. That's one of the nice things about this suit, is they actually drop items for it relatively frequently. Maybe not legendary ones, but you can easily get yourself one appearance-wise if you want to get it. So the Ecliptic Spacesuit would probably be my favorite because I really like the aesthetic of it. I think it's got a whole Jango Fett thing going on, very Mandalorian style, or at least that type of thing, you know, the chrome accents with the blue undertones. The only problem I have with it from that point of view is the helmet. I think that the torso and the pack of this one are both rather cool. I love the aesthetics of them. The helmet I'm not nuts about, and I'm not nuts about it for 2 reasons. One, I just don't think it matches the rest of this very well style-wise. Yes, color-wise it does, but not style-wise. And the other thing being, it looks like a half helmet with like a cloth mesh bottom part. That would not make a good space helmet. So just overall, I love this suit of armor. I still think it looks really good as it is, but the helmet throws me. I don't love the helmet as much as I love the rest of it. If the helmet was cooler, maybe pulling into that Mandalorian style a little bit more, it would probably be my favorite appearance-wise suit of armor in the game, but as it is, it takes the number 3 spot, which is still pretty good. So stat-wise for this one, for the Ecliptic Spacesuit, we have a physical damage resistance of 137, energy of 126, and EM of 130, for a total of 393. For the pack, we've got physical of 45, energy of 47, and EM of 49, for a total of 141. And for the helmet, which is my least favorite part of this suit, we have a physical of 52, energy of 39, and EM of 41, for a total of 132, giving us a total average armor rating, or AAR, of 222. So better than the Navigator, not as good as the Bounty Hunter stat-wise. Appearance-wise, though, I really like the Ecliptic suit of armor. Like I said, it's got a heavier look to it, so if you're going for that sort of space warrior, soldier type of thing, and you want to look like a heavily armored guy, the Ecliptic suit beats pretty much everything. There's only one other suit that comes near this one for like the appearance of armor plating, and that's also on this list. Coming in at our runner-up spot at number 2, we have the Deepseeker armor, and this one is interesting. So at first when I got it, I was like, I wasn't sure how to feel about it. You know, at first when I had gotten a look at this one and started going after the pieces for it. But it grew on me eventually. For one thing, it's got one of the more alien appearances, other than the Varun armor, which I like, but I don't have a full set yet. It's got probably the most alien look to it, and probably a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's got the blacked out face mask, which to be fair works really well as like a flight mask, but overall just aesthetically I like this one. It's got a simple color palette, it's all like a dark gray look to it. It all looks very uniform, so it has a very military look to it, and it looks thick and padded, which I like in certain cases. I think in this case it looks better than in other cases for certain suits of armor in this game. I like that the pack is, you know, nice and compact, looks like a jetpack more than a backpack. I like this one. Overall, I think it looks great. I think you could use it for all sorts of different playstyles. It'd look cool on a bounty hunter, it looks cool on a soldier. You could use it for plenty of things. But just appearance-wise, I actually really like the Deepseeker Spacesuit, and I've gotten used to the helmet. It keeps you looking so mysterious, and I like it. I like everything about this suit. It looks great. So as far as stats on this one goes, for the spacesuit itself, we've got a physical damage resistance of 93, energy of 74, and EM of 82 for a total of 249. For the pack, we've got a damage resistance physical for 65, energy of 57, and EM of 61, giving us a total of 183 for the pack. For the helmet, we have a physical damage resistance of 44, energy of 45, and EM of 37, giving us a total of 126. All of that put together gives us a total average armor rating, or AAR, of 186. So not as good as the Ecliptic or Bounty Hunter suits stat-wise, but better than the Navigator armor. And like I said, appearance-wise, really, really cool. I just like a lot of things about this one. It reminds me of a lot of your maybe grittier sci-fi shows with some of your antagonists. So I feel like this one definitely, like I said, it works for a Bounty Hunter or soldier or something like that. But I think it also works for like a roguish bad guy type character. So maybe if you want to be a space pirate, but you don't want to wear the Crimson Fleet outfit, you kind of want to go for your own thing. Maybe the Deepseeker works the best. Another one of the things I like about the Deepseeker Spacesuit from a stat perspective, it's another one of the ones that is actually rather light. So you can see our mass on this one is pretty light across the board. And finally, at number 1, we have the Antixeno armor. And now this one shouldn't be a surprise because most people who've played the game long enough have found it and have realized how cool it is. I love this suit of armor. So for one thing, it's got some of the best stats in the game. Not, you know, we've already covered one that has better stats than this one, but this one is a close second or third place. For another thing, it's actually quite easy to get. You can pick up the Antixeno Spacesuit during the Vanguard storyline when you're going against some xenomorphs on one of the planets on Londinium. You'll actually be able to go pick this up from the armory as one of the objectives in that mission. So you can actually get this full suit, and for me it's always been legendary. I don't know if it ever isn't, but it's always been a full suit of unique legendary items. And so not only do you get a really cool looking suit of armor with actually way above average stats that you can, like I said, grab during that storyline, but as far as I've been able to tell, I'm pretty sure that the perks for it are also always set, and these are some good perks. So it really makes the Antixeno Spacesuit an extremely good suit of armor from a stat point of view, and I also think it looks awesome. You got like this kind of red tiger stripe camo underneath and these big heavy plates of like plate armor. I like that the face mask is actually armored as well. You got this big leg one, chest and one arm armor. I love it. It's asymmetrical. It looks awesome. It's very sci-fi, very cool. So stat-wise on this one, for the Antixeno Spacesuit, we've got a physical damage resistance of 139, energy of 140, and EM of 132, giving us a total of 411 for the spacesuit. For the pack, we've got physical damage resistance of 68, energy of 66, and EM of 70 for a total of 204. And for the helmet, we've got a physical damage resistance of 83, energy of 66, and EM of 70 for a total of 219. All of that put together giving us a total average armor rating, or AAR, of 278. So like I said, not as good as the Bounty Hunter armor, but pretty close and still really good and better than the rest of these on this list and most of the other suits in the game. But it also looks super cool. Like, I love this suit of armor. It looks awesome and it fits so many different playstyles. Now maybe this one isn't great for your pure science pacifist playthrough because it looks a little out of place for that, but it is awesome other than that. But that's actually it for today. I hope you have been enlightened by this one. If you've got a favorite suit of armor appearance-wise that you want to tell me about, let me know down in the comment section below. But in any case, thanks a ton for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope it was useful, but we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.